Good morning, YouTube, and happy Thursday. I hope you had a wonderful week with your students. I am in early this morning to set up my lab for my AP chemistry students. We are doing a specific heat of a metal lab, so I have to go find some metal shot. I want to give them different metals to calculate the specific heat for. So I'm going to kind of look around the stock room, see if I can find, I usually use zinc and aluminum, but I'm hoping to get my hands on some copper shot as well. I will check in with you guys a little bit later on. Made good time this morning, got my copper shot finally. So I am gonna have the students have all different choices for metals that they can measure the specific heat for. So I'm gonna do zinc metal, I'm gonna do aluminum, I'm gonna do lead, and then of course I got my copper now. And then I also made my copies for my AP class and my CP class. So I am on a roll this morning. So now all I have to do is just set up the lab stations, make sure all the students have what they need for this lab. So that was a very productive morning. My lab is set up and ready to go. I will talk about in this video the changes that I made to my specific heat of a metal lab. I think this is going to be a much better version, but we'll see how it goes. So I have to run to duty, but then I will be back and maybe I'll be able to check in with you. Like I said, it's a lab day, so it's a little crazy, but I will definitely try. In case you couldn't tell, it is lunchtime right now. So sometimes I am in my classroom so much, I just feel the need to get out and come to my office area. So I am having my lunch here today. I absolutely love that salad from Trader Joe's. It's one of my favorites. So usually what I do is I bring a bowl from home and just dump a gigantic salad into the bowl. So it makes it easy for a quick and easy lunch. So I am going to eat lunch really quick, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about my specific heat of a metal lab that I did with my AP students today. I just finished with my lunch, and so now I'm back in my classroom, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the lab that I did with my AP kids. Now, one of the things that I'm absolutely loving this year is that my students really didn't have an opportunity to do very many labs last year. So what I'm trying to do to support them and give them the extra time to solve problems and ask questions on the lab, I've been making pre-lab videos where the kids are watching them and they are asked, for example, safety questions. They're asked questions about the equipment. I spend time showing the experimental setup, talking about disposal, and that has been working so well. I did the lab today and I couldn't believe how quickly the students did it. So I had them get the specific heat data for 2 different metals. There were 4 different ones that they could choose from. And so I let them choose which ones they wanted to do. And then I gave them a table for them to look up the actual specific heats of these substances and then compare how close they came. And so from there, I walked them through the calculations. However, in the past, I've given them like a step-by-step procedure for how to do the calculations. This time I was a little bit more like, do the calculations, Q lost equals Q gained, you guys fill in the numbers. And I thought that that was really valuable because the students had to pick out which data they needed in order to perform those calculations instead of me just kind of telling them right off the bat what to do. So it wasn't as guided, but I think it was really good because the kids were able to ask questions of me. I was able to walk around and help all the learning teams. So overall, I think it went really, really well. I think one maybe modification that I would make is possibly using a different calorimeter because the students didn't get that good of a set of results. So I'm not really sure like why that is. I'm using these calorimeters. They look like this. I'll show you. And I don't know maybe the heat capacity is such that I should probably factor that into it. So they look like this. I don't know if anybody uses these. So these are fine. I thought they would be a little better than a styrofoam cup. That's what I usually use, but their error was kind of high. So I don't know, but I'll have to try and figure that out. But overall, like I said, it was a pretty good experience. The kids said that they had a great time. They just, came in right away and they were like pros. Like it was amazing watching them set up their apparatuses, get their boiling water bath going. I was very impressed. So all in all, it was a great day, a very busy day as always, but my students are definitely doing awesome with their lab skills. I'm very proud of them and very proud of the work that they're doing in my class. So with that said, I am going to get out of here. I will definitely check in with you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching.